Hello everyone! Welcome to the Creatives Tarot, the YouTube channel that helps you supercharge your creativity and pursue your passions. My name is Melissa and I am so grateful that you are here with me today. We are here for another Tarot Tuesday, and today we're going to be doing a start-stop tarot read, one of my favorite things. So it's start this thing, start doing this one thing, and stop doing this other thing. And this is going to be all around your creative entrepreneurship, your business, your career mindset and path, and like what's keeping you from your goals. So what are the things that you need to do in the next 7 days? What are the things you need to stop doing in order to just like catapult yourself into success? I'm super excited to dig into this reading. I don't know what we're gonna find, but we're gonna do a pick a card. So I'm gonna shuffle and create the piles. There'll be 3 groups, which I will show right now. And you'll have the opportunity to choose one of these 3 groups. So I can't wait to get started. Let's go. Okay, so here are your piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let's go into pile number 1. It has this beautiful crown here on it, and it says, "Still I will fight." This is pile number 1. Pile number 2 has our Break Bills alumni pin. Pile number 3 has this beautiful ocean pin. It says, "Logic ends where love begins." So you can choose a pile based on the pin that's here or the charm that's here. Or you can choose the number 1, 2, or 3. Choose whatever is calling you. If you're stuck, go with your intuition and listen to both messages if you're stuck. But trust your first instinct. Close your eyes. Think about pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right, there'll be timestamps down in the description. Hey, group 1. If you chose this pin that says "Still I Will Fight" with this beautiful crown that has like kind of like octopus tentacles on it, I love this. I can't remember which book this was from that this represents, but I just think it's so beautiful. It's one of the Owl Crate pins. So if you're wondering where I get all these cool pins from, it's from my Owl Crate boxes. But here we go. So let's get into your reading. Let's see what you have to start and stop. All right, so here's what you need to start, and here's what you need to stop. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip the other 2 cards over. You've got Raw Intention, which I love this. Oh, you guys, I love this. And you've got this affirmation, which says, "My work is perfectly imperfect, and that is okay." Oh my gosh, oh goodness. Okay, so what do you need to start doing? This 10 of Cups is all about abundant love and energy and relationships, right? And so I feel like the message here is that you need to practice gratitude and openness and abundance of love and appreciation for the people around you who want to support you, want to celebrate you, who want to lift you up. You have everything that you've dreamed of. It is right there waiting for you, but you have to open up. You have to allow these people in your lives, your fans, your friends, your family, the people who look up to you, the people who accept you for who you are. I just get this sense, I'm getting all tongue-tied because I feel very overwhelmingly that there is a sense of you're devaluing your worth and your skill and your talent, right? Maybe you're feeling a little bit down about your creative success. And it could be that your birth family, your biological family, the people that you grew up with, like maybe they don't see or understand or get what you're trying to do. Or maybe they're not in a position or they're not capable of it. Doesn't make them bad or evil people necessarily. But when I see the 10 of Cups, I think about our chosen family. I think about the family that we make and create. And I love that this card in particular has the rainbow because I think about the LGBTQ community. And I think about just like acceptance and love, pure love, beautiful relationships and harmony. And that's what you need to bring into your work, whether it's sharing that in a type of story or projects, like writing about that kind of love and passion and acceptance, or whether it is having that confidence. And if you're stuck on something, asking for help from your family and allowing them, your creative family, your spirit family, allowing them to carry you, allowing them to help you, allowing them to give you advice, allowing them to love you and celebrate you and praise you. I want you to stop envisioning this and like stop dreaming about the future and just realize and recognize that like this is here for the taking, and make sure that you're acknowledging what is already here, what you've already manifested in your work, in your career, in your business. Let's look at this stop card, which is interesting that we have this Emperor energy. And I feel like this may be left over from 2020. I was just talking to someone about how I felt like 2020 never ended. It just feels like 2021, we're almost through. We've got about 4 months left, 4.5 months left of 2021. And that's hard to believe because I'm still living in a lot of ways with the 2020 mindset, which was the year of the Emperor. And I think this is a reminder that like you need to let go of the rigidity, the rules, the structure, like trying to organize everything. You're sticking too closely to metrics and business plans and control. I think you need to relinquish control with this card, that it's telling you it's time to relax. It's time to trust your intuition. It's time to stop trying to manipulate or control. Look at the chess piece, right? Look at the bull, the horns of the ram, the sort of like bull, like that Taurus energy, that defiant, stubborn energy, that like bull in a china shop. I'm just gonna, force my way. Like aggression is not the answer right now. Pure brute force is not the answer right now. Being stubborn and trying to control everything is not the answer. You need to let go and relinquish control. And that's exactly what this card, raw intention, means. I'm actually going to read some of the description from these cards because they're so beautiful. This is from the Sacred Creators Oracle. I'll show you here in case you haven't seen it. This is one of my favorite decks. I love, love, love this deck. I not only think it's beautiful, but the messages are really amazing as well. So let me just read to you what it says for, let's see, this is raw intention. So the essential meaning for this card is intention brought to life, wild power, savage love, divine intervention, powerful inspiration, channeling messages from source. And one of the questions that it asks is, what are your wild and unkept intentions calling into your life? What needs to be heard? And can you work with them mindfully to build the life of your dreams? One way of channeling raw intentions is to do a little bit of automatic writing. Ask yourself the question to the universe, and then sit with an open mind, a blank page, and a curious heart. Just allow the words from the unconscious mind to flow onto your page. Just write it or doodle it or draw it, right? Just allow yourself to connect and allow those words to manifest on the page and see what answers come to you. Listen to your intuition before it gets polished, before it gets on a Pinterest board or a vision board or written up in a business plan. Just think about the core emotions that you're feeling, the raw intention behind everything. And this is also perfect for you because this is about perfection, right? And that my work is perfectly imperfect, and that is okay. I think that goes to this, like, you don't have to control everything. People love you regardless of whether you think your work is perfect or not. People are going to love you and accept you. Your readers, your fans, your friends, your writers group, your beta readers, all of that, they love what you're trying to do, right? And this is a process. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to please everyone, but you have to be willing to let go of that control. So I want you to stop trying to control everything. I want you to start allowing people to love and appreciate and accept you. And I want you to start practicing gratitude for the love that you have and your chosen family here and the people who are lifting you up and helping you in your career, and focus on the raw intention. Go back to the why. If you're feeling stuck, go back to your why. Why is it at your core that you want to be a storyteller? Why are you creative? Why do you choose writing of all the things that you could do? Why that? And what do you hope to accomplish? Just deal with those emotions, live in those emotions for a little while, write that down, journal with it, reflect on it, and use that as your touchstone throughout the week to help recenter and ground yourself. I hope you found this helpful. If so, drop a comment down below, hit that like, subscribe, share with a friend that you think might and benefit from these videos so that we can continue to grow the channel. All right, I'm gonna move on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, here is your pile. This is your reading. And we have this beautiful Break Bills alumni. I think it was originally a charm for like a keychain. I love, love, love this. If you're wondering, if you don't know what Break Bills is, it is the fictional magical school in the Magician's books and TV show. So there we go. A little bit of magic. I think somebody's calling on magic in this reading, in this group. All right, so let's see what you need to start and stop this week. So this is what you need to start doing, and this is what you need to stop doing. So we've got the Six of Swords energy. Start here, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Interesting. You also had 2 messages that came up. Interesting. You had Sacred Mirrors from your Oracle. And we have, here we go, inflow with money. Okay, there's something about money coming to you, or like being open to receiving money. And lastly, we have your affirmation, which came up, which is, I honor the beauty and process of creating a rough draft. Okay, lots of water energy here. Let's talk about that for a second, because everything here, it just feels there's so much blue. Also, I think about rough draft. I was thinking about water and rough seas, right? In the process of moving through rough seas, which is what I think about often in the Six of Swords energy. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Cups are about water energy, right? And the Queen of Cups to me is the ultimate, even though the King, some people say, well, the King is higher, more powerful than the Queen. Wrong. Have you ever played chess? The Queen is the most important. And the Queen of Cups is like all about intuition, emotions. I feel like they're very empathic, incredibly empathic people. And this stop is here and it's in reverse. So let's talk a little bit about that. But there's so much water here, even with the inflow of money. When I see the word flow, I'm sorry, this is all sliding all over the place. When I see the word flow, I'm often thinking about water, the flow of water. It's effortless. It goes in one single direction. It doesn't work against gravity. It always goes in the same direction. It always goes in the same way. It's just natural, it's organic, and it will flow around obstacles, right? It will flow around obstacles or over obstacles. It's just beautiful. And so that's what I'm thinking about here. All right, so let's look at this a little bit. So what should you start doing? So the Six of Swords, I had the Six of Swords in an earlier reading today that I did for myself. And this card always scares me a little bit, but when I reflect on it, every single time it comes up, I'm always like, it's not a bad card. This card to me represents a feeling of like, you don't feel like you have a sense of control, but you actually do. So this to me represents patience, represents allowing somebody else to control you, to move you, but in a positive light, right? That like, don't worry, you don't have to steer the ship all the time. Someone else can do that for you and you will still make it to shore. I also think about this, a lot of the cards with the Six of Swords, you see the boat and the 2 people in the boat. One is sort of steering and the other one is older and sort of allowing herself to be, sort of taken across this river or ocean or lake or whatever the body of water is. And the water is still on one side and often rough on the other. So there's this image of like, this sense of, are we moving? Are we actually moving? Are we making any kind of progress? Feeling frustrated that you're not moving fast enough or that you're not able to control, or you're feeling like at the mercy of other elements. So like this coming up for you is making me think that like there's a sense that you need to or that you want to regain control of a situation. But I really feel like this is like, you need to just find peace with where you are and trust in the process. Like that's what I'm getting a sense of, is that like you need to trust in the process right now. And I love that that came up with this card, right? Honor the beauty and process of creating a rough draft. So I wonder if you're in the beginning stages of writing a new project, working through a rough draft, making revisions, you're feeling like you're not getting anywhere. And this card is saying like, you are. Just allow people to help you and guide you. Just continue to make the effort, put the effort in, and know that like you may be too close to the situation to see the progress, but you're actually moving forward quite a bit. And then this Queen of Cups in reverse, right? So Queen of Cups are natural empaths. And I feel like what you need to stop doing is allowing your emotions in this sense, allowing your emotions to drive your decision making, to drive your choices. Emotions are not the same as intuition, right? And it's okay to have and experience emotions, even negative ones. I know law of attraction will be like, oh, don't be low vibe and don't embrace these negative energies, let it go. But I will say like, yes, that's true. And we need to be free to express sadness and grief and anger and frustration. I think the important thing is that we don't live there, that we don't like pack up our stuff and set up a tent and, put our stake in the ground and say like, I am staying here and I'm going to be angry and I'm going to be angry for months and months, right? No, give yourself a time limit and then move on. And what I see is like your emotions are running high right now and you need to find a way to not act and engage on, or not necessarily act and engage on, but like the word I'm thinking about is like, don't allow the emotions and your temporary feeling for something, particularly a project that you're working on, keep you from moving forward. Does that make sense? Don't allow your temporary situation and your thoughts or frustration with that situation to keep you from moving forward and pursuing your passion and pursuing your dream. This is just a moment. It's just a moment. I heard actually Tabitha Brown say that on a video, and I want to tell you that this is just a moment. You're just having a moment. It will pass. Honor it, acknowledge it, and embrace it. Even if it's messy, embrace it. And you'll be able to move forward. Let's look at these two cards and see if they have any additional clarity. Let's start with the Sacred Mirror, because I'm just feeling like there might be something about reflections that you need to hear right now. I'm reading these out because this book in particular, I'm sorry, there goes the cards again. This deck in particular has such amazing insights and wisdom that I think it's helpful for people to be able to see it. So this is the Sacred Creators Oracle. And so what she says about sacred mirrors, you can see here, seeing the divinity in others, knowing more about yourself by sharing your gifts and talents and finding kindred souls on a similar path, collaborative opportunities, being seen, witnessing sacred evolution, connectedness and oneness, your place among the stars. See what I mean? Like that is so beautiful. But look at this. Look at the very next thing in terms of self-care, talking about ego, being overly bothered by traits in others. So that's exactly what I'm talking about with this Queen of Cups. Like, yes, you may be frustrated. You might not see the big picture, but I feel like you're letting your emotions, your ego, and your pride get in the way of making progress on something that you're working on, whether it's a business decision or it's a project that you're working on, whether you're like, I'm sending out all these queries and nobody is responding to me. Don't let your emotions and your ego derail your path. You have a path. Let's talk about this here. So we say, how are the people you've been spending time with mirrors of you? Do they make your life better? I love that. Explore opportunities to try new things and take risks by communicating in a new way. Allow your community to be a mirror and to show you what works best, right? So there's something about making sure you're surrounding yourself with people who reflect what you want. And if you're really feeling miserable, if you're really feeling frustrated and stuck, if you're really feeling like you're lacking motivation and energy, like find somebody who's really inspired. And then this last one, you had two. Every other group had one, but these two came out together. So I did not choose. I allowed them both to be out because I feel like that is the universe saying that you needed to hear this. So in flow with money, you're in flow with money. So if you have money concerns, my guess is that this is a good card for you to have and see. Let's see what it says here. Being in flow with the universe, being on track, abundance thinking, a manifesting mindset, and wealth is on the way. So if you're concerned about this project is like, oh, am I going to get paid? Is it going to be profitable? Am I making the right business decision? I feel like I'm doing all this work. I'm not making any progress in my career. I feel like I'm at the mercy of somebody else. My show just got canceled. I lost this opportunity, right? Don't worry. Like, wealth is on the way. Keep focusing on that manifesting mindset. If you're like, yeah, the self-care message, working through scarcity thinking, entertaining a poverty mindset, seeing money as dirty or evil, believing that you are not worthy of being wealthy. Okay. So I want you to take those messages and hold on to them, especially if that's what's driving your emotional discomfort right now. And if that's making you skeptical and feeling frustrated about art and writing and what you're capable of doing and pursuing your dream, if you're doubting your dreams, I want you to work on that mindset. That scarcity thinking, believing that you are not worthy of being wealthy. You are worthy of being wealthy. And wealthy is not just financial, right? It's not just money, right? It's wealthy in love, wealthy in material possessions, wealthy in knowledge and resources, wealthy in and popularity, that people, you have an audience of people on a platform, right? There's different ways which we can manifest wealth. So I want you to focus on that too. And then of course, just continuing to honor the process, continuing to allow yourself to honor the process. It is messy. And I want to encourage you to remember that it's messy, but that is okay. It's okay to get messy. In fact, sometimes that's part of the fun. If you've ever done pottery, right? It's so messy. Painting, totally messy. Baking, messy, right? Even playing sports can get messy. Soccer, lacrosse, football, rugby, like all of those are messy, messy sports. And it is okay to get messy. It's fun. It can re-energize you. It can connect you to the earth and to your primal sense using your hands and your body, physically tactile sensation. So just like allow yourself to get raw, to get messy, to reflect and enjoy where you are right now, and not allow others to dictate how you feel about yourself and your work. And yeah, you're in flow with money. It's coming. All right, that was your reading. I hope you found that helpful. If so, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing with other people, particularly anybody who you think would benefit from the channel, who's a writer or creative and would be open to tarot or loves tarot and tarot readings. Please invite them to follow the channel and subscribe. I definitely want to continue growing the channel. I've been doing this now for a year and I'm so excited. And I really want to continue to be able to do this, but I also want to make sure that I'm reaching more people and that more people can hear these messages and benefit from it. So definitely share this with your writing community. Let's go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, this is your message. Here's your pen. I love this pen. It says logic ends where love begins. This is group number 3. If you chose this, let's see what you need to start and stop. I love that this is speaking about love and passion. And so I'm really curious to see, okay, what you should start doing. 7 of Pentacles. So definitely some energy around working, continuing to work, day-to-day grind of really enjoying all of that maintenance stuff. That's what I think about with this card, is maintenance and upkeep. The High Priestess, what you should stop doing. High Priestess in reverse. So High Priestess, I often think about intuition, internal intuition. And there's a sense of like infinite knowledge and wisdom and looking within. But I feel like this is coming out. We haven't pulled all the other cards yet, but I get the sense that the stop here is that you've been too insular. You've been too in yourself. You've been too focused on specific things, and it's time for you to step out of that comfort zone and be more broad. But let's see what else comes up. Yeah, feed your artist. I love this card. Feed your artist. This feels like right here, right? Letting go of the logic and just being in love with the passion and feeding your passion. And then our affirmation. I speak my dreams into existence. I speak my dreams into existence, which is interesting. Okay, like let's look at this. Let's just really look at what we're seeing here. Because we've got this Seven of Pentacles, which I like mentioned before, is all about, I don't want to say disciplined work, but it's like the maintenance. It's the showing up every single day, being really consistent, being reliable, dependable, and putting effort into and energy into the work, into manifesting your dreams into a reality, into making something from nothing. And I love this because you've got the seeds growing into the plant. And you know, when I see the 7 and we get to the 7 and 8 of Pentacles, like you start to actually see what you're manifesting, right? You start to see it into existence. But what's interesting is the High Priestess is all about the headspace, right? You know, the Magician is about manifesting, and this is sort of like the feminine energy of the Magician, where the Magician is very masculine, very external, very focused on manifesting physical things. This is about intuition, it's about connection, it's about wisdom, it is about your dreams, your visions, like having even some sort of psychic abilities. And this is in reverse. So like I'm feeling like maybe this is a little bit blocked right now, that you're not tapping into this. I feel like I want to get a clarifying question, because I'm not quite sure if the issue is that you're not tapping into that, or let me use another deck because I don't have the full deck here. If the issue is that you're not tapping into it, or that you're relying on it too much, or that it's a volume thing, right? That like this is present, but it's not a huge deal at this particular moment. So let me grab another Oracle deck, and we're just going to do this live on the fly and see if we can get a clarifying message for you. I'm going to let's use the Modern Witches Tarot. Sorry, the camera's going to bounce because I don't have a lot of space, and I'm going to do this on the table. You're going to hear a lot of noise. I'll try and reduce the volume here so that you don't see it too much. All right, yeah, let's just see, what is that High Priestess in reverse about? And how does it connect to their messages? Sorry, so bumpy. This is why I don't always shuffle live. People ask, and like that's the reason, because I don't have a big space, so it's kind of hard to do it. But let's see if anything comes up. So clarifying message for the High Priestess. What is that High Priestess about? What is that energy about? Look at that, the star. So when I think of the star, I think about true north, which is also about dreams, path, religion, not religion, but true north, moving forward, having a guiding principle or purpose. I also think about wish fulfillment here, getting light in the darkness. So like that to me also connects with the High Priestess ability to tap into an infinite wisdom, a universal wisdom in magic. Let me pull one more card here. And the Two of Swords. Oh, interesting. Two of Swords. Again, a lot of blues, lots of water, space, air, like lots of water that I'm thinking about here with these cards. But the Two of Swords, which is usually about a stalemate, an indecision, a like feeling blocked. And so I think there's definitely a sense of blockage here, right? That the High Priestess is here. You're not listening to your intuition. You need to stop not listening. So there's that double negative. Stop not listening. Listen to your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust that your intuition is gathering information from the universe. That follow your North Star. feed your artist. Like at the core of like what you need to do is make sure that you're prioritizing your creative self and that you have a clear idea of what your vision is, because that's the first step. Like the high priestess is able to help you identify the dream. And then you can speak that dream into existence and do the work to make it possible. But I feel like maybe there's even two projects. There's something that's happening right now and you need to continue making the day-to-day work and putting the effort in. But I feel like maybe there's something new or another opportunity, or this project isn't a passion project. It's something that pays the bills, and there's something else that you want to be doing, whether it's a new project, a new script, a new business venture. Maybe it's even, you want to write in a different medium. I just get the sense that you may be distracted and you're thinking you're not giving yourself enough time to really focus on new projects. You're not giving yourself enough time to feed your artist and follow your vision. You may even be straying off course, and you may feel divided, right? You may feel divided, and your intuition, you're not listening to your intuition. You know what the answer is. This is a false stalemate, but you're not listening. That's why this is in reverse. You're not listening to your intuition, and maybe you're forcing something to happen. So keep working on it, keep pursuing it. Allow your dreams to manifest. Allow them. That's what I'm seeing, is allow your dreams to manifest. But you have to be brave enough to acknowledge what you want and carve out that space to get it and make it happen. And know that it's going to take patience and discipline and attention this week. But make that space. Give yourself that room to make those choices and follow through with it. Let's just read this real quick. The feed your artist thing. See if there's any other insights in the book for this. Okay, here you go. So this is the Sacred Creators Oracle, one of my favorites. So feed your artist, essential meaning, passionate maker, creative play, supporting yourself with your passion, time to experiment. See, yeah, ability to have to be free from rules, nourishing your artistic soul, creating an inspired future, ability to inspire others, in flow with the universe. That's what I'm thinking here. This, this ability to inspire others and the creating an inspired future, like that's your vision, right? Your dreams into existence, taking something from the dream world and bringing it into the existence. Like, I feel like there's just a blockage here and you're not doing that. And I don't know what this Two of Swords represents. I don't know why you're feeling torn and indecisive or at a stalemate, like you can't do this, but everything is pointing to finding a way to make that happen. And I think it starts with this. It starts with feeding your artist. Go back to the core of your dream. Go back to your passion. Give yourself time, even if it's only 30 minutes. Give yourself time to feed the artist. Okay, that is your message. I hope you found it helpful and it resonated with you. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe so that other people can find the channel. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, especially on these small channels. So I can't thank you enough for your continued support. And if there's a friend that you have, share this with your writing friends. Share it with your community. We're definitely trying to grow. I've been doing this for a year now, and I'm so excited that we just hit the year anniversary. And I want to continue to do this and see the channel grow. So please continue to share and support the channel. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye, loves. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.